My name is Isabella. I am teacher in Nano Shape of Beauty, and today I want to introduce myself. I'm from Poland. I teach many advanced technique methods from Poland, from Europe, from Eastern Europe. On today's videos you can learn how to do injection without needles. This treatment is absolutely popular in Eastern Europe. I did my first training a couple years ago in Ukraine and a couple more trainings in Poland and in Eastern Europe in other countries. We will have two videos, two treatments, two different trainings. First will be basic with lips injection, fat dissolve and wrinkles, and second advanced with mesotherapy and volumetry for face and body. You can learn step by step how to do good treatment and how to offer for your clients the best treatment in Eastern Europe. You can learn also how to create your business and how to make sure that your treatment is the very high quality. In this video, I show you how to set up your pen. In my academy, you can find pen with two tips. We have tip 0.5 ml. It's a big tip for product like liquid. I use this tip for fat dissolve. And second small one, 0.3 ml, is tip for hyaluronic acid. I'm use the most of time for injection. Now I connect my small tip 0.3 to my pen. Next step, you need to open to the end of your gold part. When it's opened, we need to prepare our syringe. And now, because we have here a small hole, that means that we will use 0.3 ml syringe. And first I need to open my syringe, remove this plastic part from inside. After that I take my hyaluronic acid and put it here inside my syringe until 15. I don't do it now, but I show you how to do step by step. Okay, let's do it here too. You need to fill ampoule maximum until 15, because after that we will push this product to the top of the syringe. After where I have until 15, I take my plastic part with black point. I'm push inside in 45 degrees, not 90, but 45. Because if you push with 90, you close air inside. To make sure that we don't close any air, we need to push in 45 degrees very slowly, and we push that much as our hyaluronic acid will be here on the top of our syringe. When it's ready, we have to connect with our pen. I always take my pen here from on this gold part to make sure that I can check that it's really connected. It's enough connected here, my syringe with my pen. After when it's connected, I'm turn around couple times, that many times as one drop hyaluronic acid will be outside. If will be outside, mean that we removed all air from inside and we can start to work. This measurement, what you have here with thick lines, mean that each line is 0.01 ml per shot. What that mean for me? If I want to do lips, the most of time I use 0.02 ml per shot. That means that I need to turn my pen 2 times. When I turn my pen 2 times, I turn 2 lines lower. That means 0.02 ml per shot. Before you want to use your pen, you need to set up your handle. After that, we turn 2 lines if we want to use 0.02 ml, and now our pen is ready for a shot. On this video, I show you how to do cheeks injection. If you want to offer for your clients more plump cheeks, it's possible to do with Hyaluron Pen. What we will need? We will need just normal regular pencil with pencil for lip liner. I have ready my pen with hyaluronic acid with 0.3 ml syringe. Here is my syringe with hyaluronic acid. It's high concentration, cross-linked, 24 milligrams per ml. First, what I need to do on her face, I need to do mapping to make sure where is place for injection on her cheeks, because remember, each client is different, each face is different, and first, before we start with injection, we need to mark her face. First line, what we have to do is from lower part of her ear to her eye, and we have to go with our straight line to corner her eye. Next line is going from corner her eye to her lip corner. You have to try to do straight lines. It's not necessarily very straight, but almost straight. Next line is going from corner her lip to inside her ear. And we go with straight line inside her ear. And last one line is going from corner her nose to top of her ear. We start under her nose and we're going here to top of her ear, something like that. And our injection part is here in this area, here between this point and this point. This is from her measurement, and we will do our shots here under this line. You can do these shots overlap or next to, is not matter. Everything depends how much visible cheeks you want to do for your clients. The most of time, if they want to have really very natural result, if you want to use just one ampoule, maybe half, you can do 0.015 ml per shot next to. Or if you don't want to do next to because they want to do more volume, you can do overlap. That means we will shot each shot overlap like here. With shots overlap, you can do more volume because we will have more shots here. Okay, let's start. My pen is ready. I have hyaluronic acid already in my syringe. I'm set up my pen, and to measure 0.015 ml per shot, I need to turn one thick line and one thin line. That means one full turn and half second turn. I'm clean my pen. I don't use any numbing for this injection. It's absolutely not necessary. Only make sure that when you stretch her skin and push your syringe, if you don't see any veins, that means that we are safe. Make sure that skin is really stretched and you really push your syringe, because if injection will be not enough deep, like always, like on lips, like on other part of face, will be lumps, and these lumps are really visible. And we're working overlap 0.015. First, we need to stretch. Second, we shot, and after that, finger on button, 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements around, and shut. Stretch skin, overlap, push, shut, finger on the button, 2-3 movements, and we're back. One more time. One thick line, one thin line. Clean my pen, stretch her skin, overlap, and shut. Here, okay, now I need to clean little to make sure that everything is dry. One more time. One thick, one thin. Clean my pen, stretch her skin, push inside her face, and shut. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements. And the same. Set up my handle, one thick line, one thin line, clean my pen, stretch her skin, overlap, push, and shut. One thick, one thin. I have to dry her skin to make sure that I don't move, because sometimes it's possible if we move, it's not safe because we're working very close her eyes. And you need to make sure that when you push your syringe, you don't move. If will be bleeding like it's here a little, and I move with my syringe, is risk that I'm push my syringe in her eye, and this is why we need to be careful with this area. Overlap and shut. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements. You need to know, guys, that this area, especially for older women, is little more difficult. Why? Because the most of time they have very thin skin in this area. If they have thin skin, the most of time they have visible veins, they have visible spiders, and if we put any product in the spider or vein, they will have bruising. And if they have really thin skin, they will have lumps also. If people have lumps after 24 hours, we can't touch them, but after 24 hours, we need to tell our clients that they can do compress with warm water and leave this compress for 3-4 minutes, and after that they need to massage face. It's absolutely necessary if they want to lose these lumps very fast. That risk is only with very thin skin. If it's thicker, if it's oily, it's much easier. On her young skin, it's absolutely much easier injection. And this is everything what I did. When I'm stretched skin, I little feel lumps. This is why after, when I'm finished, I'm stretch her skin, and with wet cotton, I'm doing little massage here to stabilize this hyaluronic acid in this area what we did. It's absolutely normal, and it's possible that people will have small bruises. It's possible that it's little bleeding. Is normal result. It's nothing horrible. It's absolutely normal reaction. Okay, that's all for this side. Let's back for other side. And now we have to mapping other side. We start from lower part of her ear, and we're going to corner her eye, exactly here. Now from corner her eye to corner her lip, from her lip corner to inside part of her ear. We are going here with straight line inside her ear, and from lower part of her nose to top of her ear, here to make sure that lines are straight. Our treatment area is between these 2 points on our line, and we will working underline with shots overlap The same what we did in other side. Here everything should be overlap. Here overlapping, overlapping. Let's start. Set up my pen, one thick line, one thin line, what means that I apply per shot 0.015 stretch skin. We start in corner, shot. 2-3 seconds on the bottom, 2-3 movements, and we have ready this shot. Next one, set up my pen, one thick line, one thin line, clean my pen, make sure that it's dry, stretch her skin, push and shut. Make sure that you really stretch her skin and that you really push. This is really very important, because if will be not enough stretching, if will be not enough push, it's risk that our shot will be not enough deep, and if will be not enough deep, we'll have lumps. These lumps last around a couple of weeks, and this is why we need really little push and stretch to make sure that everything is enough deep. One thick, one thin, what mean 0.015 ml per shot. Stretch her skin and shut. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements, and we come back. And stop this bleeding. When you want to stop bleeding, just take cotton, push inside her skin and do little massage, little movements around her face, around this shots what we did. One thick, one thin, overlapping, push and shut. As I told you, I'm using here hyaluronic acid from Dermalax. It's Implant Plus. Implant Plus is the best for volumetry, for each part of volumetry. On next video you can see how to do chin injection and with the same hyaluronic acid. Now I have to fill little my ampoule because I don't have enough product. That means first we need to open our pen to the end. We remove our syringe. I have to take off my part from inside syringe. Now I take my syringe with needle with hyaluronic acid and we apply slowly, not too fast, our product. After that we take our plastic part, we push hyaluronic slowly, not too fast, almost to the top of syringe. After that I'm connect with my pen, make sure that is good connected, and after that we need to remove all air what we have inside syringe. We need to turn around that many times as one drop of hyaluronic acid will be outside. After that we clean this hyaluronic acid and our pen is ready to use. Now one more time, set up your handle, one thick line, one thin line, what mean 0.015 per shot. We clean our pen to make sure that it's dry. We clean her face and we overlap next shot. 2-3 seconds, finger on button, 2-3 movements, and we back. Set up your handle, one thick line, one thin line, clean my pen, clean her face, make sure that is dry, stretch, push, finger on button, shut. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements, and last one shot. Okay, now our treatment is done. After we do exactly the same what we did with other side, that means we need to stretch skin here and little massage with wet cotton to make sure that will little move this hyaluronic acid what we just apply. I can remove all lines what she has on her face. These dots are absolutely normal result. They will be visible maybe 2 days. Tomorrow, after 24 hours, she can put makeup on the top of these dots. What is the most important? If people ask me about aftercare, I'm always suggest don't touch 24 hours, don't use any cosmetics, nothing. After 24 hours they can use normal makeup what they use every day. And what is important, not too much hot weather, not too cold. Cold, especially ice, is not good. Remember guys, is very important. Don't use any ice after each injection what we do with hyaluronic pen. Why? Because we don't go with our hyaluronic that deep like with needles, and result can be that we freeze hyaluronic acid and will be many lumps, and these lumps after this ice they last couple months. On this video I show you how to do chin injection. For each client you can recommend, you can offer chin injection with hyaluronic acid with our Hyaluron pen. I will show you first how to mark face, because in this area is only part of chin what we can inject, rest we don't touch, because if we do whole chin it's looking like it's too big and it's too much plump. That means we need to do mapping before. What we need to do, we start from corner her lip and we're going with straight line to her jawline. One line in this side and one line in other side. After that we need to mark line from her point here. You can see in each client this rounder line, and we need to mark to down. This area what we have here, this is our treatment area. We don't touch this part. We can't inject here. We inject only here, and I will do for her only 0.01 ml per shot, because she doesn't want to do too big chin, but she wants more fuller. That means we will do 0.01. One thick line. Clean my pen, stretch her skin, push and shut. 2-3 seconds and we clean it. The same. One thick line. Clean my pen before, clean her chin, stretch, push and shut. Each shot is exactly the same. Stretch, push and shut. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements and back. One more time. One thick line, stretch her skin, push your syringe, shut, 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements. Each time we need to clean face our client, because if will be wet, if will be too wet, we can move with our pen and we can inject other area, and that will be not good. This is why after each shot, after each setup my pen, I clean my pen to make sure that it's dry, and I'm clean face my client to make sure that is skin dry, and will be much easier for me to do this injection. One more time. Shut. One more time. Here, shut. And now here, next to, not overlap. I don't do overlap this area. Okay, I have to fill my ampoule. That means I open my pen to the end. I remove my syringe. For this injection, I use Dermalax Implant Plus. It's very thick product. It's the best for volumetry, and this is cross-linked 24 milligram hyaluronic acid. Is absolutely the best, especially for volume. If you want to do jawline, if you want to do cheeks, chin, or nose injection, is absolutely the best. After when I fill my ampoule, my syringe, I need to turn a couple times to remove one drop outside. That means my pen is ready. One turn. Clean my pen. Clean her skin. And be back here. Shut. Set up pen. One turn. Clean your pen. Clean her face. Push and shut. 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements, and clean. Each shot is absolutely the same. When you stretch skin, you need to make sure that you don't have any veins or spiders, because if you will have any spiders or any veins and you inject exactly inside spider on vein, it's risk for big bruising, and this bruising when we inject in veins or spiders is last couple months, sometimes couple weeks, but the most of time couple months. Especially for mature skin, you need to remember if skin is thin, it's very easy to do lumps and bruising. This is why we need to be very careful, especially with older women, with older clients, not only women but all of them. For her, I did only just 2 lines. Why? Because she wants to mark her jawline. Not too much volume here, because her face is full and it's not sense to do this injection here. But if you have older clients, if you have clients with mature skin, they lost volume in this area, you can do hold this part what we marked with line. I did just half because she wants mark a little more sharp her jawline. After when you finish her chin, make sure that all lines are clean, and after cleaning, if you can feel with your finger small lumps, the best idea is to stretch her skin. Take your cotton with micellar water or just normal regular water, and let's do little massage to little move this hyaluronic acid, because if it's after shot, if it's very fresh, right after injection, we can little move. It's impossible to do it later. Why? Because this hyaluronic acid is cross-linked, what means that after each shot, it stay exactly in this part of face where we did injection. And this is why we can move them. We can move little this hyaluronic acid only right after this treatment. And if you have lumps, if you have bruising, this can happen, especially for clients with very sensitive skin. With thin skin, it's absolutely normal. Don't worry, you need to inform just your client that it's possible. With needles, it's exactly the same. It's possible to have some bruising, some lumps. If our clients have any lumps or bruising, remember, they last couple days to 2 weeks. Not more, especially the most of time if I have clients and they call me, you know, in 2-3 days that they have any lumps or bruising, I suggest them to use a warm compress in treatment area. And after 2-3 minutes with this compress, they need to stretch skin here and massage. That's all. Couple times in day, and they help for these lumps go away. On this video, I show you how to do jawline, especially this area here. For this model, I did just her chin area to mark a little more and sharp little more her jaw line on her chin. Now I need to do her jawline, especially here next to her ear. And first what we need to do, we need to start with mapping. The same, I'm using still the same pencil for lip liner, and I have to find her jawline. She has her jaw here. That means when I take my finger and I can push inside, here is my treatment area. Here, and is turn here. This is the most important what I need to mark on her face. Now I have set up already my pen. I will use for her Dermalax Implant Plus. This Dermalax Implant Plus is cross-linked hyaluronic acid, 24 milligrams per ml, is very concentrated. It's the best product for volumetry. And I will do just this line here. If you want, if your client wants, you can do a full line. That means we can map all jawline and we can follow this line with shots. For her, the most important is to mark this part. She wants to have more sharp this part, this area, because she has little fat, and this is why this is not that visible. And she wants to mark only this part, this rounder line, what I did here. For that injection, I'm use this volumetry. For volumetry, hyaluronic acid is absolutely the best. And this area we will follow this line what we have here, and we will do overlap. Each shot can be between 0.015 ml to 0.02 ml, but make sure that you really stretch skin and push inside, because we need to apply this product much deeper. Set up my pen, 2 turns, clean my pen, and first shot I will do exactly in her corner above my line. I don't use any numbing. This area is not painful. People feel little because this is like shot. This shot can be feel, this is for sure, but they feel the most of time only pressure, nothing else. Stretch, overlap, push and shut. And the same with next shot. Set up your pen twice around, clean her face, clean your pen, overlap and shut. If, for example, you will do this part on the face of your client and still will be not too much visible, always you can back overlap next to. I will show you in a few seconds how to do next to. Make sure that you don't do exactly in the same place. This is the most important. I'm set up twice, push and shut. Twice. I have to clean before I'm shut. Push and shut. Make sure that you really push to make sure after injection that our product is enough deep. And I will do on the top one more shot. In the end of this video, I will show you result right after. How injection, what injection we can do with hyaluronic acid and Hyaluron Pen in jaw area. This part is done. We need to stop bleeding. If it's bleeding, just push cotton inside skin your client and make sure that you little push. After that you can stop this bleeding. If you stop this bleeding as soon as possible will be great, because it's without risk for bruising. I can feel that she has a lot of hyaluronic acid in this area, and we will do the same in the other side. We have to find, like we did in first shot, her jawline. It's here. And here. And now we will do the same. I will follow this line with shot. Each shot will be overlap. We will do only in this area between my lines here. I will follow this line what I did here, and we need to do above line, not under, because will be too low. We need to do above, because this mapping what I did here is exactly on her jawline. And we'll back with the same 2 turns, clean my pen, and I'm start exactly in corner, shut, 2 turns, and now overlap. Okay, I'm finished my product. One more time I remind you how to fill your syringe. After when I'm open my pen to the end, I need to remove my syringe. I need to remove this plastic part from inside, like here. Now I have to take my syringe with hyaluronic acid and I put inside my 0.3 syringe. For jawline, if you want to do just corners like I'm do for her, you will use something around 1 ml hyaluronic acid to make sure that you will have good result after. If will be less, especially for very thin skin, will be result too, but for thick skin, for people with little more fat like my model, is always less visible. This is why you need to use around 1 ml to make sure that will be visible. And now I will back here, overlap, set up my pen, 2 turns, push and shut. Remember, because if you don't remember or if you forgot to set up your pen, it's nothing, it's not big deal, it's not mistake. But if you set up your pen twice, I saw that students, I had that students, you can do horrible work for your client, because that means that you will have 2 more times more product used for 1 shot. And especially for lips, it's really dangerous. Because you can do very big bump and that can be really painful for your client, and this bump can last very long time. This is why it's so important to remember that when you do any shots in the face your client, make sure that you set up your pen just once. Okay, and 2-3 more shots and we have finished her jawline. As I told you, if you want to stop bleeding, you need to stop bleeding, but if you want to protect your client before bruising, the best idea is, if they bleed, like she bleed little, make sure that you push your cotton with micellar water, just normal regular water, and little massage her treatment area. Now I'm finished this jawline and I will clean everything, and in the end of this video I will show you a couple results with this treatment, what we can do for our clients with Hyaluron Pen with injection for jawline. On this video, I will show you how to do fat dissolve for double chin. For that double chin like she has, we need to do around 3-4 sessions. Each session you need to mark. This is very important. Mapping is really very important, especially for double chin. Each area what you want to do with fat dissolve, like stomach or hands, arms, legs, boots, is absolutely very easy. You need to just mark treatment area. You need to do mapping with small parts where you need to inject product. Each distance between should be between 1 to 2 centimeters, not more. And what is important on jawline, you need to remember that here we have nerves and we can't touch this jawline, we can't inject exactly in jawline our fat dissolve product. We need to stay around 2 centimeters from jawline, and this is why we will mark our treatment area around 2 centimeters from jawline with this rounder line here around. After that, we need to do small parts like 1 centimeter to 2 centimeters, and because she has a little more fat, I will do every 1 centimeter, and we need to mark first her treatment area. After that, we need to mark each section, and our each shot will be in each part of this mapping. I showed you already how to set up pen with hyaluronic acid, and I showed you for my other movie how to set up with fat dissolve. I have fat dissolve, it's like liquid product, it's like water, and this is why we need to take this product with needle, what we have here in our vial. Now I'm connect my tip for 0.5 syringe, because with fat dissolving I'm working with little bigger syringe. Why? Because we apply a little more product, and this is why it's absolutely easier if I have bigger syringe. I can remove just like that my dot with air. We turn couple times to make sure that one drop is outside. Now my pen is ready. For chin, double chin, the most of time I use 0.02 ml per shot, and I will do exactly the same for her. That means our 2 thick lines. I don't use any numbing for this treatment. It's absolutely not painful. It's very fast treatment. For chin, if you want to do double chin for your clients, the most of time you need to use around 2 ml per all treatment. 2 turns, stretch her skin, push and shut. 1 more time, 2 turns, stretch, push and shut. Each section exactly with the same shot, the same amount of product, the same work. This treatment is very easy. It's not necessary to use any numbing before, but if you have very sensitive client, really sensitive client, you can use, but it's really not sense. This is not painful. It's not like Cabela. Cabela is much more painful. This product is going something around 6 millimeters inside her skin, inside her fat, and first result you can see after around 4 to 6 weeks. But for sure it's not only one treatment. What is the most important with fat dissolve, in treatment area, fat is never back in the same place. This is for sure. If you remove fat, you remove forever. Now I have to fill my ampoule, because you can see I did just one line and I used full 0.05 ml ampoule. Now I show you one more time how to connect my syringe with needle. Just turn here around and take this product very slowly, not too fast, to make sure that you don't take too much air. After that, we have to connect our syringe with our pen and turn couple times to make sure that you remove one drop, like is now our product. Set up your pen, 2 thick lines, and shut. Set up pen, 2 turns, stretch skin, and shut. One more time, set up pen, 2 turns, and shut. This product is very easy to apply, and we don't need to stabilize like with hyaluronic acid, that we need to stay 2-3 seconds, 2-3 movements. This is really very fast. It's like water, it's liquid. That means that it's very easy to apply inside our client's skin, and it's very fast, this treatment. Double chin you can do in 10 minutes. This is for sure. Everything what will be visible after will be small dots in treatment area. This is visible maybe 2 days, something like that. After 2 days is everything okay. And you can see with next ampoule I did second line. Bruising, little bleeding is absolutely normal. It's probably the most of people have little bleeding, not always bruising, but this depends from skin, especially if we're working close to veins. Remember, is the same like with hyaluronic acid. We need to do between veins, between spiders, not exactly in vein, because will be much more bruising. Set up my pen twice and shut. And you have to fill whole area in the same shuts. After when I'm finished, I'm clean her face with my mapping. When I'm stretched, you can see that here is only small dots. That's all what she has right after. They looking like little swollen, but this is not swollen. This product is under her skin. Here probably will be one small bruising. Probably I was with this one shot very close her vein. This is why. But it's very important that we have a lot of product in her skin. It's right after under skin, and this product is will be here visible around 2 days. On this video, I will show you how to do mesotherapy with our Hyaluron Pen. I will use for her hyaluronic acid with 20% milligram, 20 milligrams per 1 ml concentration. Cross-linked mesotherapy is to stretch skin, to make skin more smooth, more even, especially for people with little loosened skin, for little older people, for mature skin with small wrinkles. Is absolutely the best treatment. Before we start any treatment with mesotherapy, we need to mark treatment area. We need to do mapping, like for fat dissolve is absolutely the same mapping. Why? Because each shot with hyaluronic acid should be around 1 to 2 centimeters distance between each shot. This is very important to make sure that this hyaluronic acid will stretch skin. We need to mark treatment area with small parts, 1 to 2 centimeters each. And if she wants to do her chest, I need to mark full chest, like here, around her neck, and I go back here, and we will go for full chest area. After that, we need to mark section, and that I told you, each section should be between 1 to 2 centimeters, and each shot should be exactly in the same place. That means that if I'm do this mapping, when I'm finished, I will have many areas to do each shot, and you need to do shot. If you choose, for example, that you do shot exactly in the middle of this section, you need to do this shot in each section in the same place. And I will finish mapping, and I show you how to shot each area. This mapping should be almost the same. It's not mean that exactly the same, but similar. For that mesotherapy, especially for big area like chest, we need to use around 4 ml hyaluronic acid. This hyaluronic acid is not too much concentrated, not too high concentration, because if it's more thick, it's risk for bumps, for lumps, and these lumps can last a little longer. This is why we don't need to use very high concentration. It's much better if you use 20 milligrams per ml. After that mapping, we have to shot each area. For this mesotherapy, we still use our hyaluronic pen with 0.3 ml syringe. And for example, if I want to do my shot exactly in the middle, that means that each shot will be exactly in the middle, each section, exactly in the same in each part. Like here. You don't need to mark the shots, just do it. And we set up our pen, we turn twice, and we shot in each area. For mesotherapy, we use 0.01 ml per shot. That means that you need to turn your pen just once. On my pen, mean that is one thick line. And I set up my pen, one turn, and I'm shot. Set up pen, stretch her skin, shot, stabilize your hyaluronic acid, and back. Set up, one turn, stretch her skin, push, shot, and each shot is exactly the same. 0.01 ml, the same amount, the same shot, and each part what we did with our mapping. After when you finish, you have to clean full body, full her chest, and the most important is to remember, don't use any ice after. This is very important because with hyaluronic acid, especially with Hyaluron Pen, we don't go too deep, we don't go that deep like with regular needles. That means that we can't apply product, we can't apply on the top of product any ice, because if we freeze, this ice lumps last many weeks, and this is why on the top of product, on the top of hyaluronic acid, what we did with Hyaluron Pen, we can't put any ice. If it's little swollen, it's absolutely normal. It's possible that will be swollen. but this swollen will be maybe 2 days. The same is with bruising, maybe it's 2 days, that's all. Especially if we don't make any mistakes, it's for sure 1 to 2 days. You need to finish whole area what you did, and after this treatment your result is the most of time right after, is much better after couple days, is for stretching skin, is for more even skin, is to feel small wrinkles.